8271. For a flag air carrier flight to be released to an island airport for which an alternate airport is not available, a turbojet-powered airplane must have enough fuel to fly to that airport and thereafter to fly. A. At least 2 hours at normal cruising fuel consumption. B. For 3 hours at normal cruising fuel consumption. C. Back to the departure airport. The correct answer is A. A turbojet-powered aircraft may not be dispatched to an airport to which there is no accessible alternate unless it has enough fuel, taking into account wind and other weather conditions, to go there and stay in flight for at least 2 hours at normal cruising fuel consumption. 8272. An alternate airport is not required for a supplemental or commercial air carrier, turbojet-powered airplane on an IFR flight outside the 48 contiguous United States, if enough fuel. A. Is aboard to fly to the destination at normal cruise speed and thereafter at least 2 hours at normal holding speed. B. Is aboard the airplane to fly to the destination and then to fly for at least 2 more hours at normal cruising fuel consumption. C. To fly over the destination for 30 minutes at holding airspeed at 1,500 feet AGL is carried aboard the airplane. The correct answer is B. The airplane has sufficient fuel to reach the destination and then continue flying for an additional 2 hours at normal cruising fuel consumption. This allows for potential delays or diversions after reaching the destination, providing an adequate fuel reserve for unexpected circumstances. Option A only considers the fuel needed for the flight to the destination and for holding speed, but it does not account for additional flight time after reaching the destination. Option C mentions holding airspeed for 30 minutes, but it does not specify the fuel required for the actual flight to the destination. Therefore, Option B is the most appropriate choice to ensure an adequate fuel reserve for a supplemental or commercial air carrier on an IFR flight outside the 48 contiguous United States. 8276. A turbine-engine-powered flag air carrier airplane is released to an airport which has no available alternate. What is the required fuel reserve? A. 2 hours at normal cruise speed in a no-wind condition fuel consumption. B. 2 hours at normal cruise fuel consumption. C. 30 minutes, plus 10% of the total flight time. The correct answer is B. A turbojet-powered aircraft may not be dispatched to an airport to which there is no accessible alternate unless it has enough fuel, taking into account wind and other weather conditions, to go there and stay in flight for at least 2 hours at normal cruising fuel consumption. 8273. The fuel reserve required for a turbine-engine-powered, other than turboprop L0, supplemental air carrier airplane upon arrival over the most distant alternate airport outside the 48 contiguous United States is A. 30 minutes at holding speed at 1,500 feet over the airport. B. 30 minutes over the airport at 1,500 feet at cruising speed. C. 2 hours at the normal cruising fuel consumption rate. The correct answer is A. For any operation of a turbine-engine-powered airplane, excluding turbopropeller-powered airplanes, by a flag air carrier, supplemental air carrier, or commercial operator outside the 48 contiguous United States or District of Columbia, no person may release the airplane for flight or takeoff unless it has sufficient fuel considering expected weather conditions. The fuel requirements are as follows: enough fuel to fly to and land at the designated destination airport. After reaching the destination airport, enough fuel to fly for a duration equal to 10% of the total flight time from the departure airport to the destination airport. If an alternate airport is required, enough fuel to fly to and land at the most distant alternate airport specified in the flight release. Finally, enough fuel to fly for an additional 30 minutes at holding speed at 1,500 feet above the alternate airport, or the destination airport if no alternate is required, assuming standard temperature conditions. 8270. What is the fuel reserve requirement for a commercially operated reciprocating engine-powered airplane flying within the 48 contiguous United States upon arrival at the most distant alternate airport specified in the flight release? Enough fuel to fly. A. 30 minutes plus 15% of total time required to fly at normal cruising consumption to the alternate. B. To fly for 90 minutes at normal cruising fuel consumption. C. 45 minutes at normal cruising fuel consumption. The correct answer is C. No person may authorize a non-turbine or turbopropeller-powered aircraft for flight or takeoff unless, taking into account it has enough fuel to 1. Fly to the airport to which it was released, 2. Fly to and land at the most distant alternate airport specified in the flight release, and 3. After that, to fly for 45 minutes at normal cruising fuel consumption. These three objectives are all possible given the wind and other weather conditions anticipated.